At first, it's like all tension. They're arguing, they're suspicious of each other. Then suddenly the tension isn't just frustration anymore. It turns into trust and eventually love. Do you want to read more and feel good about what you're reading, but struggle with time and finding clean books? If so, you're in the right place. Hey, I'm Cassidy, a wife, mom, and a lifelong reader whose faith shapes what I read. I learned how to make time for books and choose ones that align with my values. If you're ready for clean books you don't have to second guess and simple reading tips that fit real life, cozy up and let's make reading fun again. Before we jump in, I want to invite you to something super fun that's happening soon. Inside my Cozy Escape Book Club, we're getting ready for our spring reading challenge starting in April, and I am so excited about it. It's perfect time to join. If you've ever struggled with things like too many books, so little time, getting distracted when you sit down to read, or just finding the time to actually finish books, this challenge is going to help you stay motivated, discover amazing clean books, and actually finish what you start. Plus, we read together, we talk about books, and hang out with other women who love clean and Christian reads just like you do. So if that sounds fun and cozy, come join us before the challenge starts in April. All right, let's talk about my favorite enemies to lovers fantasy books. But before we start, I actually have to tell you something. The enemies to lovers trope has a permanent spot on my reading list. Like, seriously. There's just something so satisfying about watching two characters who absolutely cannot stand each other slowly realize that they actually care about each other. At first, it's like all tension. They're arguing. They're suspicious of each other. They might even be on opposite sides of like a huge war. And then something along the way shifts. And suddenly the tension isn't just frustration anymore. It turns into trust, respect, and eventually love. So if you love clean books like I do, it can actually be kind of really hard to find fantasy romances that have this trope that keep it sweet and clean. I'm going to share 7 enemies to lover fantasy books that give you that magic, the tension, and the romance, but keep things clean. First up is Dance of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson. This one has such a fun enemies to lovers dynamic. Kazi? I don't know how to say that name. Kazi is a former thief sent by the queen to investigate the Ballinger dynasty, but the leader of that dynasty, Jace, does not trust her at all. There's tension, secrets, political drama, and a really compelling slow burn romance in this one. Another favorite is Romanov by Nadine Brands, and I know I said that wrong. I'm sorry. This one is a historical fantasy retelling of Anastasia. Nastia Romanov, I can't say it. Can we just have a short pause for the struggle of fantasy names? I know authors love being creative, but can we just get like a Jacob or a Jeff? I know it doesn't fit in the fantasy genre, but these names are so hard for me to pronounce. Moving on. This book is about this girl named Natasha, is that how you say it? Is on the run from the Bolsheviks while secretly carrying a powerful spell. But the one person who might help her is a soldier from the enemy side. There's a lot of tension in this story, and it has really, really amazing world building. Nadine Brands is a very talented author, so you'll probably like her other fantasy books if you end up liking this one. Another one that I love is Esperance by Heather Frost. This one has that arranged marriage, enemies to lovers, which is always fun. If you go to episode 6, you'll find more arranged marriage tropes. This book is about Amarin, who is secretly part of a rebellion, but she's forced to marry General Carver Vincetti, who is known as the Butcher. So yeah, it's not exactly the best start to a marriage, but the relationship slowly changes as secrets unfold and dangers arise. Oh, this one is so good. You're gonna love it. Can I even have an episode without mentioning K.M. Shaw? Is Heart of Ice. If you love magical princess stories, this one's super fun. Princess Raquel has powerful snow magic that people fear, and she's living in exile when a magic-wielding army threatens her homeland. She ends up forming an uneasy alliance with people who once feared her. There's so much humor and magic, great character development, and world building. Highly recommend. The next book is really fun. This is like a dragon fantasy. It's called Scales of Ash and Smoke by Emily L. Schneider. Katia was once enslaved by dragons, and now she discovers that she's actually becoming one. There's a lot of political intrigue and danger in a slow burn romance with Prince Tyrion that unfolds throughout the story. I would say the first book's more almost like setting it up, and the second book is super, super good. Another one that I have to mention is Of Stormlarks and Silence by Constance Lopez. She is such an amazing author, and I actually got the chance to interview her for my Cozy Escape Book Club, and she was the sweetest. This one is like a revenge story that turns into something completely different. Princess Riona Fiona plans to infiltrate the enemy's kingdom and manipulate the prince to reclaim her throne, but the prince isn't the villain she expected, and that complicates everything. She's really good at putting twists in her books, so I think you'll really like it. And the last one is The Heart of the Sea by Mariah Chavis. I remember when this book came out, and it's so good. I have a physical copy of it. I loved it so much. This one's like a pirate adventure. Nerissa takes over the ship of the pirate who actually wants her dead, but the two of them end up forming a reluctant alliance. This one has like sea adventures, mythical creatures, and a romance that grows out of trust instead of like instant attraction that you sometimes see. It's super fun, a perfect book to pick up in the summer. I also have a longer list on my blog, so make sure you go check out the show notes for the link to get even more recommendations. These are going to be amazing, clean, enemies to lovers fantasy books, and the perfect place to start getting into this trope. You're going to have lots of tension, and you're going to keep turning those pages late into the night. Happy reading. Hey friend, if you loved today's episode, take 30 seconds to join our free Facebook community of over 30,000 women at fruitfulreader.com/group and connect with readers who just want to read more without worrying about what they'll run into. And if you haven't yet, leave a quick review on Apple Podcasts. It truly helps other readers find the show. Now go pick something off that TBR or add 3 more. I won't judge. I'll see you next week. Happy reading.